What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today, Rob is in the house, and we're going to be playing some Armada from Mantic Games. This is the fantasy naval ship game set in the Kings of War universe. And it's a boat game, so I like it. We are still playing just the two fleets that come in the starter box, the Basilean fleets versus the Orcs fleets. However, I have just gotten an expansion for the Orc fleet. I picked up the Orc support fleet, and I have the Salamander stuff ordered. It'll be here at some point, I assume, but I do not know when. So for now, it's the box set. However, I am expanding the fleets, so there will be some more variation when we'll get into like some actual list building and stuff. For now, we're just still playing everything factory out of the box. Today, we're going to be playing the Vortex mission from I think it's scenario 3. In the main rulebook. So if you haven't liked, subscribed, or hit that bell notification, please consider doing those things for me, because it really does help me out, help me get content out to everybody. And let's batten down the hatches and hoist the main rig and do something with the jib and set sail for this game of Armada. Alright, what's up, friends? So today Rob is over. We're going to play a game of Armada. I'm going to be captaining the Basilean fleet. Meanwhile, Rob will be controlling the Orcish fleet on the other side of the table. We're going to be playing Scenario 3, the Vortex. So this is our Vortex in the very middle. If you are within 8 inches of it, at the end of the turn, you'll get pulled towards it and take some damage. But that's also how you score, is by being close to it at the end of the phase, with either within 4 for more points or just within 8 for fewer points. If you touch the Vortex, your ship is dragged down into the whirlpool and destroyed. The game goes 8 turns, or until there's only one side left, I assume. So, with that being said, we've got our wind rolled up, blowing in from the east, which I think is going to put me on the first activation.
Looks like it, yeah.
So that'll be me on the first activation of round 1. Panther just straight ahead, pushing water, moving full speed towards the middle of the board. That will be Rob's activation. First of Rob's ships to hit the wind, Lord words, is the Blood Runner, and it's just going to cruise forward 15 for its full speed. Just a little bit of a pivot onto the end of that movement. Next is, I think, you again.
Yep.
I think the back end of your boat is because you're a little bit longer than me. Right there at full speed, managing to keep his distance from the sandbank. Next will be my gun brig, which I'm going to bump up to full speed, and we're going to cruise that way. Gun brig doing some maneuvering, pivoting towards this way to come around the left side or the southern edge of that sandbank. Now, the 2-inch rule doesn't apply to him for damage-wise or getting grounded because he is a small ship. His draft is not deep enough to be affected by it. So the Hammer Fist is going to remain at full speed and cruise on up. Forgot the pivot widget. Beautiful.
Pivot here. Second movement. Go down here. Pivot. Like that. And last movement. 5 to here.
I'm going to drop him down to combat speed and move that way. I might be able to get a shot off there. I have a light gun on the front that is in range, so I need an 8 or better to hit because of long range and his speed. That is a miss. So rolling to hit with an indirect weapon, which is an 8 basic to hit. From the bomb boat to this friend, nothing happens there. Also dropping down to combat speed here. Taking a shot at him, this will be another 8. That is a miss. To the end phase where these 3 boats are within 8 inches of the Vortex, so they're going to get pulled. So my boat, 3 inches. I will take D3 damage. I'll take 2 damage. For this one, 3 inches. Well. For this one,
that one will be
2 inches, and then your damage for this one.
D6, right?
D3, because you're medium. 2. So 2, and then for this one,
1.
So that's after all the Vortex movements and everything, we would score victory points now. So I'll score 3 for being within 4. He'll score 3 for being within 4, and he'll score 1 for being within 8. And then we will go to round 2, and we will roll for wind change. Doesn't change directions, we roll it again. 9. No change, so we roll again, this one sticks. 7. No change. We know it's one of these 2 boats activating next. We're not exactly sure which because they're pretty close, so we're just going to roll off for it. I got a 2. 10, so you'll activate first. All right, so moving up here, going to take a shot with the side guns here. I am partially visible, and I am at full speed, and it is long range, so he's looking for a 9 or a 10.
Is it the red dice?
The blue dice.
Blue dice, perfect.
Blue dice are the heavy guns.
1.
1, so that'll be 2 damage. Then it will come to me. I'm going to drop down to combat. I'm moving up this way. I'm actually going to back up for a second. Because when I moved up here, I'm going to shoot that front gun at him right now. I'm not alive because the Panther does not have a gun on the front. So we're going to shoot at the Orc with a heavy and a light. I am point blank. He's full speed, but it's point blank, so looking for 5s.
Okay.
2 misses. No, that's misses.
Oh,
it's greater than. It's greater than in this game, yeah. We'll have to take a skill test for passing within range of that. Which correction. I was understanding sandbanks wrong. It's only a skill test for them if you actually drive or try to sail over them. So no effect there for me. So Gunbrig's going to drop down to combat as well. That pivot on the end of my movement. That way I can catch this boat with the front gun and that boat with the side. Front gun is going to be a 9. Ooh. Hits and crits. 6 damage. 6 damage. And then a roll on the crit table. For a 9. Which is major structural damage. Takes an additional d6 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 heavy. Oh, wait. Let me reread this. 2 light guns going into here. These will be 8s because -1 for long range and -1 because they're full speed. That is a hit and a crit. So that'll be 2 damage and then another roll on the crit table. That is an 11, which is crippling damage. Ship takes an additional d6 plus 4. And it sets itself on fire. D6 plus 4 is 9 damage. D3 for the blaze counter. That's 1. So Rob rolled a 6, so the flames are extinguished. The light gun off the front here looking for a 6. He is point blank, but he's full speed, and I'm small, so that takes it back to the 6. Crit. Outstanding. So that'll be 1 damage and a roll on the crit table. 2d6. 8 structural damage, so I'll take D3 plus 1. I'll take 3, so 4 damage total. Proceeds to just barely skate by right there. Broadside into me, looking for 6s.
Can I shoot those dudes on the other side too?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, you can.
Well, let's do this one first. So 6s.
1 crit with the close, which is the 1 to crit with, so
crit.
Roll on the chart. That is a 6. Which is another minor structural, so D3 plus 1. So 2, so I'll take 5 damage there. 3 for the close weapon, and then 2 more from we'll shoot guns into them, or him.
I think is he an 8? It's like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that'll be 7, because shooting over the sandbank gives me the partial visibility.
Beautiful, yeah.
Still 6s, partial visibility, full speed, but I'm not small, so still 6s. Oh wait, no, because you're not point blank. 6 goes to 7, 8.
8. Okay, I'll take it.
1 hit with a light gun. So staying at full speed, moving up. Final movement. Was that your final movement?
No, it's my second.
Second movement. And he's going to shoot at the Gunbrig at the end of the movement, so no fire issue bears. So full speed, or
should be 6s still.
Point blank goes to, yes, it'll be 6s.
Here we go. 2.
2 hits, so that'll be a total of 4 damage. Right here after the final movement, which will be both of my ships and then his bum boat. My first movement, I'm going to unload my side arc, broadside, onto this 4 8s. Front gun into this boat is just going to be -1 for range. So 7.
Yep.
Miss. And then side guns into him, which is just going to be the 2 heavies. Everything else, I think, because he is long range and small.
Looking good.
There we go. There's 2 damage on a heavy gun. More movement. It's going to looking for 9s on the side arc right here. 9s on these. Nothing. And then front gun on the front gun. Crit. We'll roll on the chart. 6 is going to be minor structural. So D3 plus 1. 2, 3, 4 damage total. Will be last to activate for the round. Going to stay at combat speed. Side guns going into this fellow. Not enough for raking fire, and I'm partially more than halfway out of the arc probably.
Yeah, you should have
Partial visibility. Okay.
Yeah.
For 8s with the bumboat.
1.
1 hit, so 3 damage. Indirect coming here. So that's just going to be an 8.
Yeah.
So 1, and it'll scatter back this way and not hit it. All of these fellows are within 8. Now, it doesn't say specifically in what order to pull them in, so we're going to pull them from whoever is closest to the Vortex. We made it around a little ways. I've got 2 ships left to move, but here we've run into a collision, so we need to resolve that. You cannot evade this collision, so no skill tests matter. So we'll just roll for the damage. Roll red, he's going to roll blue. I got an 8. 9. Both are +5, so he'll take 13. I'll take 14. Will break my gun brig apart, and it will drift into the Vortex. Collision will also cripple this boat, and then we've got a few left to move. So he's going to move 3 inches. Final 2 ships ending there, and then we will rack up some victory points. 9 points there. I will get 7. We will go to round 3. Roll for wind.
5.
5.
Nope, no change.
Nope, change. Roll it again. 6, no change. So we're still blowing from the same Panther. We'll activate first in the round, dropping down to slow, and then I will shoot a broadside into the 7s with these. Miss. Fist staying at full speed. Now in this, you cannot go up to full speed, but I'm pretty sure that if you're already under full sail, you can stay there. So he's going to sail on through and around to here. No shots to take. Next activation will also be Rob with his blood rush. I can't believe he made it past this Elohi without hitting it, but he did. It worked. Like, we took both of us together to make sure nothing got bumped.
Millimeters.
But it was down to, millimeters. He's still going to hit this one on the second move, unless, I mean, you could have bumped down to slow.
Yeah, but
if you wanted to, but I think
I want to ram.
Yeah,
it's Orcs.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So first, though, we're going to shoot this weapon here. So looking for 5s here.
Crit and a hit.
Crit and a hit. So that's going to be 4 damage plus the crit effect. 2d6. Yep.
9.
9. D6 plus 2 for the thing. He rolled a 3 plus 2, so 5. So a total of 9 damage on that broadside. Close gun here. That's fully in your arc, so yeah. That's just going to be 6. No, 4 for point blank.
4 point blank, no minus for that. Yeah.
Yep.
4s. Crit.
Crit. Okay, roll, see what you get.
Colors.
6 is going to be minor. So D3 plus 1.
So 2, 3.
Yep. Continuing movement to try to ram, or to be forced to ram. I have a skill test to make here to try to evade. He auto fails. I fail as well as ram, and I'm just straight roll. So Rob's going to deal 2 damage. I'm going to deal 5 damage. To grapple with a reroll. Doesn't 6s. Rob needs 5s.
2.
So I got
4.
4, and this is a crushing blow.
Sorry, you got 3 and a crushing blow. You need
6s, 6. Sorry. So 3. So that's 4 damage total to your 2 damage. There, I will win the boarding action. However, his nerve is not broken, so he does not have to take the test to see if he becomes crippled or whatnot. I'm going to stay at combat speed. At the end of my first movement, I'm going to fire a broadside into this hammer fist. So Rob is currently at full speed and partially obscured by the whirlpool, so I'm looking for 8s. 1 damage. Ending his activation right there. Next will be this fellow, which is within 10 inches of an unsurrendered enemy.
Yep.
So he will have to take a skill test.
5, right?
Yep. Because you're regular.
No.
That fail will throw up a white flag and surrender. I'm going to try to disengage here, which is a skill test, which I fail, so I will then repel borders. So again, I'm looking for 6s. Rob is looking for 5s.
Crit and a hit.
I got a hit.
Yep.
Now the crushing blow here, because I'm Basilean, I can turn that into just a regular hit. So I will take 2 damage. Rob will take 1. Lost. However, I am not past my nerve, so no test to take. Try to fire the indirect weapon at this boat. So skill test to shoot at a boat that is grappled.
I do.
Passes. Okay. So he's going to shoot. So then he's indirect weapon -2 and full speed -1.
Yep.
So looking for 9s or 10s.
No.
Misses. Ho.
Yep. Oh, that's right.
Because it scatters. Scatter a d6 plus 2.
7.
8. Whooshing into the drink right there, just shy of me. Ending right here, and then going to take a skill test to try to shoot at me again.
Nope.
Nope, so shots wasted. For all of our activations for the round, so let's do some whirlpool stuff. So, definitely within 8, these guys, probably the little boat, and this guy will just get dragged.
For sure.
Drug.
Drag.
That was terrifying. So, I almost hit the boat. We do have a collision here.
Got it.
So it's going to be just a D10. I will deal 4.
5.
He will deal 5. I'm going to roll some damage. 3 damage on the surrender chip. Who was that for?
This is for the drill boy.
Drill boy is going to take 2 damage, and bomb boat is going to take 1 damage. I will take on this Elohi 3 damage, and on this one 2 damage. Score 6 points here. Rob will score 3, maybe 4. Wind does. 9. 8 stays the same, and then we re-roll. 7 stays. So Gur Panther stopping his movement here, and he will take a shot at the bomb boat, which will be -1 for partial because of the sandbank.
Yep.
-1 for him being full speed, and -1 for long range, and -1 for small. So I need a 10. But we always take the shot because you never know. That is a 7, which will not get it done. Any my movement right there, I will take a shot here. He's a little bit over out of my firing arc, so that'll be -1. Plus he's full speed and long range, so looking for a guns on the Elohi. No hits. I'm just going to try to repel borders. I'm just going to try to fight him. Looking for 6s. Rob is looking for 5s.
2.
I got 2 also. So making a skill check right here to see if he will surrender. Passing. Same thing.
Crit and a hit.
So I got 3 successes. Because I'm Basilean, that'll become regular, so I'll take 2. You will take. We'll just blow up and sink away. Pulled into the vortex, ripped apart. Bomb boat ending here at the end of his first movement, and then gonna shoot.
Yep.
All right, so I'm partially out of your rake, so it won't be the bow rake.
Yeah.
But you are point 4s.
2.
2 hits. That's a decision that's kind of unavoidable. So we move until we would make contact, and then we take a skill test. So he's got 2 boats here, so I guess roll like 1 color for one color for the other. Because as long as one of them passes, I think the collision is avoided.
Do anything?
Oh no, you're right. He's surrendered.
Yeah.
So it would just be for him.
Yeah. We're good.
Passes. So you adjust your course, the bare minimum needed to where you would get by, and then you finish your move, which you should have like 2 inches of movement or so left. Looking for a 9. That is a 3, so that'll miss. And then scatter, roll your d6 plus 2.
8.
So 8 inches. Sploosh. Right there. Hammer Fist going to activate now and stay at full speed. So after the third movement, we'll end here and shoot the front gun at my guy. At my 4A7.
Yep.
Miss. Go to the end stuff. My ship is just immediately going to get pulled into the vortex, so we can get him out of here. Next, we'll roll for the Hammer Fist, which will go 3 inches. Just barely not touching. We'll roll for the bomb boat.
2
Elohi, which is in 8. 3. This fellow will get pulled through. And in here, we still got some damage to take. I'm going to end up scoring 3 points. Rob will end up scoring 4. So then we'll roll for wind. 9. It stays the same, so we'll re-roll. Come on. Oh, 4. 4 changes directions. 1 step clockwise. So to right there, blowing in from the south. Choice, but to try to sail over this sandbar. So I'm looking for a 3 up there. Okay, I make it over the sandbar. No problem. I will have to take another skill test on my second movement, I think. But I'm going to take this opportunity to shoot at the bomb. 4 8s on this arsenal. 2. So that'll be 3 damage to the bomb. Trucking. Passes right there. We'll stay at combat. First section of movement ending here. Gonna shoot the indirect weapon here. Roll it right there.
Yeah.
4, and it's gonna scatter back this way, so nothing for 4s with the close cannonade.
No.
Wow, that is atrocious.
Yeah,
right here, and then I'll activate my Gur Panther, who's gonna kick it up to full. Second movement, I'm gonna try to take a shot here. Never mind, I'm out of the arc. Okay, but I'm still shooting over the sandbank, so you would get -1 there. So
sorry, -2 because of full speed.
Long range, -1, full speed. Only thing in range is gonna be the heavy gun, which hits for 2 damage. End phase, where this hammer fist is just gonna get pulled into the maelstrom, to the vortex, and we'll roll to see what happens to this is where we land after the vortex pulls us in. Rob will score 3 points here. This boat took 3 damage. This boat took 1 damage. All of my boats are currently outside of range of the effect of the vortex. Roll for wind. That is a 8, stays the same. Roll again. That is a 7, stays the same. Movement ends. We're going to take a shot at the bomb boat for 8s here. That is nothing. Continue my move. Try to drive over another sandbank, looking for a 3+. Pass. Fire as she bears out of the back of the boat before doing any movements. So yes, you will be looking for a 10. 5, it will scatter off that way, doing nothing.
This one.
All right.
So in combat goes up to 5. Do a little bit of the old turning.
And then another 5. Cool. They're ending right here, and then we will do some vortex. After moving and taking damage, I took 3 damage on both my ships. He took 2 on the bomb boat.
Yep.
I have 1 boat, medium boat within 4, so that'll be 3 points, and 1 within 8, so that'll be 1 point, giving me 4 this round, and Rob none this round. 7. Let's see what the wind does. 7 stays the same, so we roll it again. 3, it will shift to right there, so blowing in from the south. Staying at combat, ending right here. Next will be my Elohi, which is going to cruise forward, stay at... We're going to combat. Heavies and the lights have a bow rake shot on this hammer fist, so that'll be 2 heavies and a light gun for 7s. 5 damage total on that bow rake. My movement right here, I've got a broadside into the bomb boat. So I got a heavy and a light. Just looking for 6s. No, 7s. 7s because small.
Yep.
1 hit with the light gun will be 1 damage. Oh, but
he already went.
He already went. This is the one that has to activate. Okay. So full speed. Well, yeah, because you weren't within 8, so you can bump up to 4. You can tack up. Cool. 8 to shoot the light gun from this hammer fist into this Gur Panther.
Blue or red?
Red for a light gun. 3 boats are going to get pulled to the maelstrom. We'll start with mine because it's closest. 1 inch, and then this one 3 inches. Ships ending there, and each taking 3 damage. Now we'll roll for the bomb. After all of that, your damage here? 3. So 3 damage there. I will score 6. Rob will score 1. The last round, we'll see what the wind does. 9 stays the same. 4 will continue that way. Dropping down to slow on the Gur Panther, moving up and gonna shoot here. It'll be -1 for partial and -1 for full speed. So looking for 8. Getting 1 hit for 1 damage. 4 7s.
He's dead.
2 crits, 4 damage, yeah, plus the crit. So he's blown out of the water. Our fist gonna go full speed. Good for an 8 on the front gun here, getting a 3. To move to there to ram, I get to make a skill check. He's going to auto fail his. Oh, I can't make a skill check to save my life. All right, so damage. I'm +5. Rob is +7.
8.
I'm going to take 8 damage. Rob is going to take 10. And then going to attempt to board, even though he's at full speed. Fails the boarding action, but has a reroll. It's -1 for being at full speed, right? So you need a 6, but you can reroll. Because normally you can't.
Orc ships may attempt to grapple enemy ships that are moving at full speed, but with a -1 modifier.
So you need a 6. Oh, look at you being 6s on 5s for Rob, 6s for me on the boarding action. That's not a D10.
1.
1. So I will take 1 damage, which will put me at crippled. Rob will take 1 damage. We're both technically past our nerve, but it's a draw, so nobody has to take the round. So now we'll pull some people in. So my boat, gonna get pulled 3. My other boat, gonna get pulled 3. Bring us to the end of round 8. That'll be 35 for the Basilean fleet to 27 for the Orc fleet. That'll be a handshake for Rob. And a hearty thank you to all of you seafaring friends that chose to stick around and hang out while we rolled some dice today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server, talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.